Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Apex Investor, our daily update for Tuesday, August 17th. This is a tweet that was posted on the MetaMaterial subreddit. It says here, what is the deal with Meta and the merger not being completed due to Torchlight shares still being traded between hedge funds? Torchlight shares should not exist in any shape or form due to the merger from over a month ago. So I'm not sure how true this is. If this is true, it does explain why the price has not been able to take off since the merger. Another tweet from the same person. Can you talk about Meta? They recently had a merger with Torchlight. They are two heavily shorted stocks due to massive naked shorts. For the past month, Torchlight shares have been trading between hedge funds for a month after those shares should have dissolved from a merger. So much manipulation. So yeah, this does make sense. Again, I don't see much evidence for that, though. I mean, the evidence is probably in the price of the stocks. I should say the stock Meta Materials. Another post from Meta subreddit. Newegg and BTX reverse mergers were completed. Meta's is not. Look at the SEC's website. Provided screenshots. It still has Torchlight listed as Meta Materials. And I did open that up. I didn't check the SEC website myself, but I think I'll do that. Let me just do that right now. Okay, so I am here at the sec.gov website, and I'm putting in Meta Materials in the search bar. This is the front page. So let's do this in real time. Okay, I don't really see what they're talking about here. There's a big list. Okay, I'm going to sift through this and see if I can find what that person found. Okay, so don't search MMAT. You actually get market maker, authorized trader. That's not what we're looking for. You probably want to type in the full name of the company, Meta Materials, and see what happens. Oh, well, I didn't get anything. Here it says Meta Materials Incorporated, and that's what it's showing here. I might have to go to a company ticker search. Let's look. Okay, so I finally found it. Here's the link. You can just copy and paste that. I searched by ticker symbol, and you can see clearly right here. Yeah, it is still Torchlight. That is a big joke. I don't know what's going on. They say they regulate the market. I beg to differ. You don't. And this is where you look at the how you find it in the Edgar company filings. So it's under filings. You go there, and then you go to company filing search. I think that's how you do it. If you want to do that yourself, let's just do that one more time in real time, just so you know. I'm not trying to pull a fast one on you or anything. So yeah, you go to filings. This is the front page. Click on company filing search. And then once that loads, you'll see the company and person lookup. Type in MMAT or Torchlight. You know what? Let's type in Torchlight this time. See what happens. Oh my goodness, it's such a that is really sad. Wow. So again, it's going to load those ticker symbols, Meta Materials, and Torchlight. So according to the SEC, there's still two ticker symbols that still exist. They did not merge yet, according to the SEC. It's at least what I gather. So that's just a messy situation. Seems like although the merger is done, the SEC has not recognized it for whatever reason. So I'm going to look at finviz.com. Actually, I'm going to try to explain exactly what's going on with regards to that, the merger. So again, if you watched some of my earlier videos regarding the Torchlight assets, a date was given, and that date was March 31st, 2022. That date, actually, that's not true. It's actually December. It's December 31st, 2021. And what was stated in that document, and you can see in my previous videos, I think it was one of the first ones in regards to metamaterials. It said the latest date that they are required to sell off all the Torchlight assets would be December 31st, 2021. Therefore, uh, once they sell off those assets, they would then be able to distribute the dividend for those preferred Class A shares. So that's why I said, at least in my estimation, let's give them 3-4 months, at least 3 complete months to do that. So that's why I said April 1st, 2022, which is after 3 months from that date, they should be able to work that all out um, in regards to giving out the dividend by then, 3 months after that deadline. So we'll see. Again, I didn't expect it to be delivered, day and date when the merger uh, was done, at least on the Nasdaq. So it's going to take some time. We are looking at another, what is that? Another 7 months, since it's the 8th month in this fiscal calendar. Yeah, it might take another 7-8 months. So I know this is going to be a very challenging time for us all who are metamaterials shareholders, but this is similar to what GameStop went through when it was between $40 to 60, similar to what AMC went through when it was around $5-6. But patience pays off. So I'm going to say patience pays off. The big loser today was not metamaterials. Surprisingly, it was SBEV, Splash Beverage Group, American Beverage Company. They're down 26%. Big winner today was VPRX. They're up 263%. So that looks like a pump and dump, possibly. Steer clear of that. Okay. I've opened Palantir Technologies because it's getting a lot of attention on Wall Street Bets. This is a this is a stock a lot of the big I don't know what to call them, billionaires are invested into. So this has a lot of backing. This is almost like too big to fail, although it's not impossible, but it's highly unlikely this stock will fail because it's just got so much money and powerful people behind it. You can see the volume is near the average, and it was trading between 23 to 24.59, the 52-week range 890 to 45. So let's look at the last month. All right, 21 was the lowest. Last 6 months we have what is that, 1837 in the last year, like the chart said, $8. So I think we're looking at a true support level. This has only been around for about a year. True support is probably around $9, 9 to 10 is your entry point. Medium difficulty, I think you're looking at $18 and under. And I wouldn't go I wouldn't buy this any higher than 18, but just saying 9 to 10 is your true support level. Looking at these volume spikes, yeah, it looks like you know what? You could even say 10 to 18. So what is that? That's roughly $14. So maybe even 14. 14 to 18 would be your medium entry point, medium difficulty. The expert level, Apex investor, you're saying you're looking at 9 to 10. And then 10 to 14 medium. And then if you want to go like an average investor, your normal more realistic entry point is 14 to 18. So that's Palantir. Moving on to Sava. And if you notice, the Dow Jones was down almost 1% today. So everything is down. It's not just metamaterials. A lot of the trending stocks are in the red, and Sava is one of them. It's down over 11% today. And let's just take a look and see where this is heading. I know this has seen a big surge in the last month. Look at that, 278 to 146. So the volume is above average. I'm going to let this load. Okay, I'm going to pause it. It's kind of ridiculous to watch this. Okay, so we can see here in the last month, support is looking like 65. You can see a spike in selling, but then a spike in buying at 65. Last 6 months, so you're looking at entry point of 33. I think I covered this many times, but 30 to 33 entry point, expert mode, and then average. I think you're looking at medium difficulty. I'm not really sure, but probably 50 and below. And then normal entry point or more realistic one, you're looking at the 70 and below. So 50 to 70. Yeah, we'll see where this goes. Looks like resistance is 146. Yeah, I wouldn't buy this stock. My personal opinion, I don't see much potential in that. Although it does have support levels, I just don't really. I'll look at metamaterials last. Save the best for last. Kodak. Let's look at Kodak for a bit. 52 week, 551 to $14. Kodak's actually a really good stock. It is pretty active regularly. You can see these support levels in short term. You can see this level 648. So we're really getting close to a 6-month support level. The 1-year support level, I think you're looking at 553 to $6, but 650 is not a bad entry point either, and we're really close to support, and resistance has been around $10, $10 to $11. So you can make a lot of money just swing trading this over the next 6 months. This could help grow your portfolio slowly but surely, and regularly as well. You can see these spikes. Okay, let's just follow this in the last year. So September. So if you bought that in September, you would sell it in September, and then you'd buy it again right here in November, and then sell it again in December. Buy it maybe around here in March, or even here in January again. Sell in February. Sell it again, or buy it again, I should say, May, and then sell it again right here in June. It's pretty regular. And then buy it again maybe around 6, even around now, but 650. I'd probably wait for 650 just to be more cautious. But Kodak is a pretty good stock. Just in terms of a stock, I don't know about the business, what's going on there. Apparently they're doing pharmaceuticals, but I'm not sure how that's progressing. And at any point in time, this could explode. Just look at right there where it spiked at the 20 to $40. I think it was as high as $40 at one point. So it's really seen a surge since the $2 level during the 2020, early 2020s, or early part of 2020, I should say. So Kodak, great stock. I don't know what that's about. I definitely would approve this stock for a trade. Clover is another stock, gets a lot of attention on Wall Street Bets. So let's look at what's going on with Clover. Yeah, the entry point is $7. I wouldn't buy this anywhere above that, 7 to maybe even 8. So we're really, really close to support, and this could see a surge right back up to $20. And I think that's inevitable. It will go back up to 20. We have a similar situation to Torchlight, actually. When you, our Torchlight metamaterials, I see, look at the subliminal thing where SEC did that to us. And look at this. Let's look at this together. So it was at 20 around June 21st. And this looks like the same chart. June 8th. Okay, so let's look at Meta. Let's look at Clover. Like that is almost, are they brothers? Like what's going on here? That's almost an AMC GME situation. And ironically, these two stocks are, well, at least Clover is a big darling of Wall Street bets. So look at this, that little hump right there, right after the peak. Meta's got that as well, but it's just a more descending hump. But overall, it's getting down to the $7-8 level, and metamaterials is seeing a similar thing. So although it's a little bit lower, so that's interesting. I find that very intriguing why that's going on. Actually, I know why it's going on. It's because they're both being shorted incredibly, but metamaterials maybe much more so. But Clover is also a really good stock. Yeah, I wouldn't bet against Chamath there. So it is up a little bit after hours. Interesting. I kind of identified Clover and metamaterials could be brothers, kind of like AMC and GME situation there. So that might be the title of this video. After much, fear, uncertainty, and doubt being pushed, and that's normal. Especially when a stock is down, you can have all the haters, all the detractors just jumping on board and trying to get you to sell your stock because, ironically, they want your stock. They want us to sell our stock to them so they can buy it up. That's the irony of it all, is that they're not actually saying it's a bad stock. They're saying we want your stock for dirt cheap, and then we'll sell it eventually, or sell it between each other as short laddering. But some of them are actually, you have people like BlackRock. That should have been a warning sign too when BlackRock got into metamaterials. Not only are they an institutional investor and they play the long game, they also play the short game too. Uh, I'm not unaware of that. I'm very much aware that they do short as well as play long. So you're going to see a lot of volatility in metamaterials in the future, whether it goes up to 20, goes back down to 3. I mean, you're going to see that because BlackRock is in there. They're in the game, and they're not there just to bring it up. They're there to bring it down and up. I mean, that's good when you think about it. If BlackRock was not invested in metamaterials, I'd be very concerned that, there's no one really there like a big backer or someone who's just there to make money. So AMC is they traded 34 to 38 today. So they did rally somewhat. Overall, it is stabilizing. It's hard to say where this is going. Again, it could go either up to 60s again, or it could go down to 20s and below. GameStop is seeing a similar situation, except it's in the negative. It's pretty stable, but it was between 161 to 169, so it almost ended up in the positive today, but no, it ended up in the red just a little bit. And looking at that situation, yeah, it is a similar situation to AMC, where it could go up to 300 again, or it could go right back down to 100 and below. So that's all for that. And then the last one we're going to look at, metamaterials, the darling of this channel. Again, I haven't lost hope in this stock. 284, like I said yesterday, the support level is 299. Let's look at the price action here. Yeah, so 285. It did rally somewhat to 307 and then dipped to 295, went up again. So you can see a lot of selling and buying. It looks like short laddering, but it could also be some automatic trade fills. Some trades were filled, or buy orders were filled, I should say, limit orders at the 299 and below. and then it went up again, and then went back down. Then people had to adjust their orders, so they decided, okay, we'll just play it by ear. And looks like we've reached a new support level of 285. So it broke support multiple times today of 299. Now it's at 285. Tried to go to 292, but it looks like 285, 284 is the new level of support in the short term. How long this will last, I don't know, but this is still an incredible sale below $3 for a stock that is well over, should be over $10 easily. Like this is just post merger, 990, and then $19 at that peak there. So I mean, at the worst, you'll still double your money if it goes to $6, $7. And this is the like a worst case scenario. That I know it sounds funny. Worst case scenario is actually $7 in terms of growth potential. But if we're just being real about this talk and the news catalyst to come, again, George Palikaras has and Metamaterials have signed a deal, a contract. Wired already confirmed this with a major mobile phone manufacturer. It's been signed. They just cannot speak about it until a certain time elapses. We don't know whether it's 35 days or 40, but when it's announced, it will be announced, and you can be sure it's going to affect the price of the stock in a great, a positive way. So $6-7 is going to be so easy to surpass once that news is announced. And you're getting this at a fire sale below $3, even below $4. It's still a great price. My average, I think, is around five something. So I want to average down even more. And once that rocket ship takes off, I mean, you can see the resistance isn't even at 10. It's not even much of a spike. It's closer to 12 and then $20. We were actually at 21.76, and you can see the resistance was incredible because once it reached that point, it went boo, like fell down like a roller coaster, like boo. So that is resistance clearly. So if you want a really, I guess, safe price to sell at, and you're not really a long-term investor, $20 isn't a bad price to sell at. I mean, if you buy this at $3 or sub 3, sell this for 20, that's 600% right there. So you're making 6 times your portfolio. If you have a $10,000 or 100, let's just say a $50,000 portfolio, you buy in right now and you sell right here at 20. What is that? 5 times, I should say 25 times 6. What is that exactly? 25. Gotta do the math in my head, but something like 100,000, 150,000. So you're turning 25 grand into $150,000. So 600% increase and that clear resistance point. And in terms of support, we don't really know what support is. So for me to say it was 299, that was a mistake. I take ownership of that, but I'm not a financial advisor or a financial expert. So just do what you do, but take what I say and do your research and be cautious with whatever you read or hear on the internet. Again, these are people's opinions, this is my opinions more specifically. And I do believe, 285, it's a new level of support. Could it go lower? Yeah, it could go lower. It could go down to 2. But do I see it going down to 2? Probably not. I don't think that's going to go that's going to be very, not catastrophic, but just it's going to be sad. But you know what? That's the stock market. That's the nature of the beast. It does go up. It does go down. We can see our 280 actually was down at 280. I didn't even see that, but yeah, 280 looks like the real support level. So it could go down to 280 tomorrow or in the next week. So 280 is looking like the true level of support. So I made a mistake, and I'm going to own up to that. I'm going to say 280 is the true level of support. I don't see it going below that. It almost touched that today. And the true level of resistance is clearly at 20 at this point. Even with the news catalyst, I think the hedge funds will drive the price down just because, it meant resistance. But depending how big the deal is, like let's say hypothetically it's a deal with Apple or Tesla or Samsung. I mean, if it's a Samsung level news, or that would go down, should go up to 10 at least. If it's Tesla, I think it's going to go to 20, maybe even 40, just because that's such a big deal, um, in so many ways. uh, we'll see what goes on if all those deals happen. You know, Tesla, Samsung, Volkswagen, Northrop Grumman, like all these potential deals, if they all go through in a very short amount of time, this could go up to 50. So right now, as it stands, as of this moment, as of this date, there's a low point, August 17th, 2021. It's not going to stay here for too long in the $2.84 range to, sub $3. Basically, it's not going to stay here for too long. And by too long, I mean uh, into the next year. I think we're going to see some rallies before the new year 2022, and then again April 1st 2022 is the deadline I'm setting for this stock to have to meet at least $4. Has to go to $4 minimum, or else this channel, if it doesn't, I'm gonna delete this channel and just erase it from existence. So that's how confident I am. The stock will rally. We will hear of a news catalyst, a major news catalyst, before then, before April 1st, 2022. So we've got just about what's that? Less than 8 months. So I might do less updates just because there's not too much going on, and this is a waiting game. And like I said yesterday, you can always just walk away, and not really mind it too much. And by mind it, I mean don't obsess over it. Don't be too worried or concerned or anxious about it. And that's what I might do. I might just go away from this channel for a bit and just check in every week, just because it is a game of patience. So you have to do what you have to do in order to hold. I mean, if you're looking at it on a day-to-day basis, or especially when the market is running and the market is open, it's very volatile. It's very much an emotional game, and I don't think that's a wise thing to be so obsessive about this. So we can see it is down a little bit more, to 2.89, 2.88. So another percentage. So it's down about just, I mean, it's negative 5.6%. But compared to actual big losers today, it wasn't really a big loser. It just being shorted to oblivion, kind of like AMC, kind of like GME back in their low periods. It didn't stay down. AMC didn't stay at $5 to $6. GME didn't stay down to $40. They both surged, and we can see the reality right now. It's going to take time. It might take another 6 months. This is a big news catalyst where the merger took place, or I should say, the hype before the merger. So let's give it some time. This is June 21st when the stock changed forever. So AMC, GME took 6 months for them for both of them to squeeze. I believe GME started seeing action 6 months before the end of January, where things were really moving on for them. And AMC, when the hedge funds took notice of that, it took 6 months for that to also reach squeeze status, where it went up to $70 from a paltry $5-6. So we're seeing that right now. This is reaching a low point at sub $3. So do I predict this still being under $3 6 months from now? Highly unlikely. I don't, like Magic 8 Ball would say, I don't think that's going to be the case. A lot of things will have been processed by then. The dust will settle. People forget Metamaterials has links to the federal government, the US federal government, and the Canadian federal government. They have deals with Boeing. They have deals with Lockheed Martin, Airbus. Like, this is no joke. So for people to talk about this stock like it's just some guy in his basement trying to, start up a company. This is not that. This is a company that has potential connections with Tesla. They have a CEO, a founder and CEO that is very competent, that is qualified, that knows what he's doing. And this is just the nature of the beast. So, title of this video is going to be Metamaterials and Clover. Is it similar to a GME AMC situation? Are they brothers? I don't know if I should just call it Are They Brothers, but Metamaterials, Clover seem to be somewhat connected, especially in their, we look at their technical analysis, you look at their graphs, and they almost line up. So that's all for today. I didn't think it would be this long of a video. I don't know how long this video has been so far, but thank you very much for your time. We'll check back. I don't know if I'm going to do another video tomorrow, but I'm going to take a break. I think on, how is that? Thursday. So Thursday, there won't be a video. Wednesday, I will do an update. I wasn't sure if I was going to do an update, but that is the plan. And I'm going to take a day off on Thursday. And just thank you very much for your time. God bless you all, and God bless your investments.